I'm making this video to apologize because I fucked up, because I lied.
Are the noises you need to make to start seeing results in the gym.
What the hell is even that?
Like most people, I see a lot of fitness influencers across social media, and I think we can all agree going to the gym is more daunting now than it's ever been before. Why does everything seem so toxic? It's actually quite an easy question to answer. There's three main reasons why gym culture has become so toxic in the last couple of years. I'm going to go through them today. The first reason we're going to talk about is probably the biggest. It's the fact that social media is filled to the brim with liars, cheats, and snake oil merchants. The first point is probably the biggest point. It's the fact that most content consumed around fitness is online. And when it's online, it means it's content created by someone. In order for that content to do well, it needs to receive viewership and it needs to receive engagement. So likes, comments, that sort of thing. The main thing that happens with this kind of content is that it's airbrushed, it's edited, it's photoshopped, it's altered in videos as well. You can use fake weights, fake placements, fake hype men, any number of ways to cheat and elude your viewership into believing that you're better than you are. That means that you look better and that they look worse. That difference in what is the reality between what's behind the screen and what you're showing people is a huge misconception, and it's outright lying. On top of that as well, you get content creators, mostly men, that say that they're natural lifters. When some people say that they use supplements and say that they're natural, it means that they use garlic and creatine and protein powders. And then when other people say that they're natty lifters or natural lifters, it means that they're actually using performance enhancing drugs, PEDs, steroids, tren, any kind of number of anabolics to try and improve their physique or give themselves a leg up in an unnatural way to gain muscle quicker. That isn't achievable for 99.9% of people. And you can say, oh, I'm natural, I'm not natural, well, what difference does it make? If he wants to do it, that's fine. Lying about using supplements causes the disillusion in your viewership to believe that is achievable when it's not. It's completely dishonest. You can't go to the gym and use enhanced supplements that other people might have access to or might not want to access and put in their bodies and say that you're a natural lifter. If you say that you're a natural lifter, that means that everything that you're doing can be replicated by another person who's viewing your content and can achieve the same results, when it's just not true. If you've got enhanced levels of testosterone in your body or steroids, that becomes a cheat, that becomes lying, and that creates this disillusion between what is obtainable and what isn't. And people go to the gym to try and get these results to look like the influencers that they see on social media, and it's just not achievable. They just can't do it because they're being lied to by the person that they're trusting. The other biggest con that I see across all of social media is the fact that people sell courses like you wouldn't believe. It's like with anything, it's finance bros, it's gym bros, it's any other reason to try and peddle money out of people. Just because someone is in shape doesn't mean that they're a good trainer. If you look at someone like Mike Tyson, he was the greatest boxer in the world at one point. He still had a coach. If you look at C-Bum, who's just now 6-time Mr. Olympia champion in classic physique, he's still got a coach. Just because you have this good physique doesn't mean that you're any good at teaching it. And most people have this strange strategy to sell people things online. Take this one for an example.
Psst. Guys, I just dropped my booty program. Go and check it out.
What the hell is even that?
If we follow the link, we can go through to this creator's website. She's got her own app. She's got monthly plans starting from $20 all the way up to $140 a year. There's absolutely tons of different payment plans to try and get anyone and everyone to sign up for it. All of this to say that what you see isn't always what you're going to get. Just because someone looks like they're in good shape or they say that they can help you or they've got a program that you should follow doesn't mean anything these days. More people lie and cheat. If there's ever a reason that you don't need to trust someone, it's because they're after money to do it. If you see a content creator make content for free and show you what to do and have no financial basis in it, it means they're trying to show you what they know to try and help improve you or help you improve yourself. That's not always the case. Sometimes people just do things for money, and it's very easy to fake content. It's very easy to airbrush images, to change content, use fake weights, have a fake background just to get a bit of money in, because money can be evil and it can influence people to do things like this that are dishonest, mislead often inexperienced new people to the gym and working out and self-care down this path that you need to trust me. Don't trust anyone else. I'm the guru that you should follow. Some of the best resources that you can find are online for free. But lies and deceit is rampant online. And the more content creators you follow, the more you'll see this dishonesty. Unfortunately, this trend is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger because there's more and more money to be made online. And people aren't silly. If people think that they can gain money by deceiving people out of a few pounds here and there, they're going to do it. And that's not fair. That's not right in my opinion. But that's the nature of social media. You get the good and you get the bad. Often, if you don't know where to look or how to differentiate between the two, you can often find yourself following the bad people who want nothing more to do than just take your money and don't really care about the results that you get. The second biggest point is something that I have a really big gripe. It's social media influences. It's people that go out of their way and above and beyond to just be a pain in the ass. They make content with the explicit purpose just to mock other people, to make fun of people with bad form, again, who are just inexperienced, trying to go to the gym, who might be overweight, not be dressed the most professionally, they might be doing things wrong, and instead of trying to help these people, they go out their way to mock and take little videos and make snarky little comments and make little groups about them. There's no need to do it. The other thing is, they make videos that are purposely in the way of other gym users who want to go there after work, before work, to de-stress, to work on themselves, give themselves a bit of self-care, and they go in there with jokes and pranks and fake lifts and screaming. It's just ridiculous. It really takes away from what gym culture should be, which is helping each other, which is being a positive role model for everyone that's new to the gym. And that means that you have to be there for each other, not to be there to make money off of the expense of other people. It's just not fair. There's also a very big trend at the minute, mainly for women, to go into a gym and try and purposely find the creeps that are watching them, taking videos of them, that are doing unethical things in the gym. And don't get me wrong, there are definitely gym creeps out there. I mean, I'm not one because I don't go to the gym. Women are fully within their rights to protect themselves, to do what they need to, but most gyms, at least in the UK, don't allow you to film in the gym. But when you see people that do still film in the gym anyway, to try and make something happen, make content be there at the expense of other people, this guy's a gym creep, he's a weirdo, he's a freak, everyone look, and it's just some guy walking past who looks at the camera, who thinks, what the fuck, and you've put that guy on blast. It's just not necessary, it's just not needed. If you wasn't there with your tripod and your camera, that attention probably wouldn't be there. Don't get me wrong, you do have the exceptions when there are gym creeps, and it's fully within your rights to show that and expose them. I fully agree with that, that's not on. But when you go to a gym with a filming setup, with a big camera and a tripod, and you're doing weights and you're screaming and grunting with your earphones in, people are going to look. And that whole content creation has to come from some kind of expense, and it's not yours. But what I'm seeing on my social media, at least, is more and more people who are filming themselves work out, and when they need help, no one's coming to help them because no one wants to be recorded, no one wants to be put on blast, no one wants to be in the latest episode of a Joey Swoll video where, oh, this guy, look at this fucking freak helping this woman while she's suffocating with a barbell. Oh, what a fucking loser. No one wants to be that guy. And that's influencing gym culture. People always used to be there for each other, help each other, always, no matter what, trying to encourage and be positive. And now people are terrified of being put on blast online, so people don't want to help each other. No one talks to each other anymore. No one can even acknowledge each other or look at each other. If I was going through a gym and I take my glasses off when I go to the gym because that way I can't see anything, to be fair. But if I was to go through the gym with my glasses and I saw someone with a full tripod, camera, and all the setup sort of thing, I'd leave. I don't want to be part of that. I don't want to be in the background and glance in that direction for just a brief second and be called a gym creep. So I don't want to do it. And more people feel the same. In line with that, you've got other issues. You've got influencers that just want to be in the way, that just want to cause problems, who want to do pranks and scream and pose in the way and block off showers and stuff. And that is their content. Their shtick is the fact that they're the influencer with loads of muscle that's in the way and they're cool and edgy like that. It's just not necessary. It's just not needed at all. You get some influencers who are streamers, who go to the gym, who work out, who just do their business, causing any harm to anyone. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with me or disagree with me on what I've said so far. I've still got another point to go. I'll be interested to know what you think causes toxic gym culture. Obviously it could be different where you are versus where I am and what I've seen and what you've seen. Let me know down below what you think. The third biggest factor that I've seen causing a toxic gym culture is the fact that ambition has been muddied with knowledge, and this is often perpetuated by content creators for a reason. Biggest thing that no one ever seems to want to discuss is the fact it takes time to build muscle, to lose fat, to get a slimmer, trimmer physique. It takes time, effort, and you need to build habits, lifestyle changes that contribute to this end result. It's not going to happen overnight. The reason why this has become so toxic is the fact that people sell courses, sell supplements, sell different ways of living, like the Liver King, for example, the all-natural hunter-gatherer diet where you have to eat 10 testicles a week or whatever to try and become more of a man with more testosterone. It's a natural lifestyle. It's absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish.
Because I lied.
And that's done purposely for the sole benefit of the content creator to be able to sell supplements, sell courses, gain viewership, constantly engage on their platforms, because they're saying this is the one truth that you need to have, the absolute one way proven by experts that you need to do it this way, and it's just not true. It's absolute rubbish. And again, this is targeting the most inexperienced gym comers going. This is people who are overweight, who are desperate, they want to lose weight quickly, they want to gain muscle. It's targeting children and teenagers who don't know any better, and this is targeting really vulnerable people that need a bit of self-care, self-confidence, and they need a bit of composure in their life. And they're seeking it from these content creators that are just lying to their faces. They're muddying the waters of what is realistic and obtainable and achievable with what they want you to believe for a reason, and that reason is always money. It's quite sad to see. In line with that, people don't often appreciate the fact that there's a harmony needed to be reached between your diet and your exercise. You could go to the gym 7 days a week, twice a day if you wanted to. If your diet isn't good enough to support what you're doing in the gym, or when you exercise, when you run, you're never going to see the results that you expect. You have to have the harmony between your intake in your food, your calories, your carbohydrates and your protein versus the exercise and the physical differences that you're trying to make in your lifestyle. You need to have that harmony, otherwise you can't achieve anything. And because of this, people don't appreciate the fact that habits are really easy to build if they're negative. If it's an instant dopamine release, your body will take to it amazingly. If your new habit was to stop into the shop on the way home from work, buy a big bar of chocolate and eat it every night, you would do that no problem. But when it's a difficult, sometimes unfulfilling habit, it's really difficult to keep that consistency, keep that continuity, and keep the discipline needed to see it all the way through until you get some results. The point isn't that there's instant gratification, and that's really difficult. Self-care is a lifestyle change, not just a habit. You need to have the discipline needed to make these changes permanent. You have to really want it, and that's something that content that you consume through social media can never teach you. However, there are some people trying to make a difference and clear the misconceptions. These people are Joey Swoll, Hybrid Calisthenics, Nippard, Noel Deyzel. They're working really hard to try and change the misconceptions that are often perpetuated on social media. For example, Nippard tries to bring a scientific, evidence-based approach to his workouts and show you what really works, and can demonstrate it with study after study. Hybrid Calisthenics is open to everyone. He's got a very easy, relaxed style.
Hello my friend, it is your brother Hampton from Hybrid Calisthenics.
With the exercise being able to be made more difficult or easier depending on your own strengths and weaknesses. Joey Swoll calls out toxicity online when he sees bullies and gym creeps and all that sort of stuff, and he keeps everyone in check and in line. And Noel Deyzel, one of the biggest things that I respect about him is the fact that he's so open with his drug use around steroids and stuff, breaks down some of the barriers and the myths around the drug use in the gym. He's also very positive and very funny and very welcoming to the gym. As a massive guy, it's nice to be brought in by someone who knows what they're talking about. If you want to see how even some of the biggest content creators today are still influenced by toxic gym culture, press here. And as always, I'll see you next time.